It's Week 14 of the NFL. And coming up, we'll see Puka Nacua. There's been no shortage of work for him, sitting second in the league in catches. It's the Rams and the Niners, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Today it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Los Angeles Rams. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Rams team as they interplay. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
On the other side of the field for the visiting 49ers, they come in off another victory a weekend ago. That ran their win streak up to 7 now.
And I think that win last week established them as Super Bowl frontrunners. They're playing with confidence and swagger, and you need that to go a long way.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, had he opted for the touchback. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And leading the charge, we get a look at their 6-year quarterback.
And he's certainly putting together an MVP-type season, leading the league in both passing yards and touchdown passes. There have not been too many defenses have been able to stop him or even slow him down. So he's got his sights set on another big game right here.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Well, this defense for the Rams, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. He'll get this up to about the 44. The numbers for McCaffrey last week. He was creeping up toward 200 yards. Thought he was going to get there. Didn't quite make it, but also 2 rushing touchdowns.
And even if he only got about half those numbers this week, his team would take it in a heartbeat, wouldn't they? Because last week, he was spectacular.
Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. The Niners at 11-1 now on the year. And they come in on the heels of yet another victory. That ran their win streak, Charles, up to 7 now.
And I think that last win, that established them and stamped them, to me, as Super Bowl frontrunners. They're playing with extreme confidence, and you need that in order to go all the way.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. You talk about this Rams defense. This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
And it's really difficult to prepare for this team. This is a #1 overall passing team in the NFL.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And his kick here is good. Well, I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one at this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it. And they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their 3rd-year quarterback.
When I was watching film this week, I had to write a note to myself. 3 touchdown passes in an NFL game, deserves respect, not ho-hum just because they throw it around all the time, and he got his respect. NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, it's the ultimate vote of confidence from a week ago. Hey, look, he was great. Not his best game ever, but obviously was very good to garner that award. All the talk this week, though, was about, let's take that forward now. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The numbers for Williams a week ago, 19 carries, 61 yards.
Well, we know they've clinched a playoff spot, but there's plenty of football left to play, and I'm a proponent of continuing to do what you've done throughout the season, especially with teams that are heavy run teams, because if you throttle back too early, you lose the rhythm of the run game, not just with the runner, but with the offensive line as well.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he works free. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 25 yards, the pickup there, and also a first down. They'll look to throw. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Complete to Likely. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. On 2nd down, Williams. And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 21. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll set up a throw. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th. Decision made for Sean McVay. They're going to go for it. Here we go with Williams. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. Sean McVay's gamble does not pay off. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. On the toss, they run wide side with McCaffrey. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That was a good, forceful run, and it demonstrates why you've got to put your body on a runner when you're trying to tackle him. If you just go in there and just try and get him down with arm tackles, usually doesn't work very well, and we saw in that play, he'll run right through those attempted plays.
Well, a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34. Back to throw, Purdy. Quick hitter here, it's complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to the ground attack here, it's McCaffrey. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. And CD, congratulations are in order because he just passed Barry Sanders and moved into 3rd place all-time on the NFL rushing list.
And just think of what that gives him in terms of cachet, in terms of respect, because many people think Barry Sanders is the great.
Touchdown 49ers! A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year as his guys are able to extend their lead. Moody good with the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Pass complete there to Nakua. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
That's taken on the 25. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. Christian McCaffrey and his 49er teammates back onto the field. Last week, what a game. He was knocking on the door for 200.
And one of the things I saw come out of last week's game in his post-game press conference, he gave a lot of credit to the offensive line, as you might expect. But he also talked about the wide receivers blocking on the perimeter because no big game happens unless wide receivers block as well.
And watching film you showed me, he also made people miss. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
It's 2nd and inches at the 39-yard line.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
A give running left, it's McCaffrey. He juked him, and he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. 10-0 the score after 1. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one goes for 30 yards. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Ernest Jones there for the tackle.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Second down and 8. Now Purdy. That is caught at the 7-yard line. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. The Niners on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. And it's no good. He missed it wide to the left. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
A nice start to the drive, picking up 12 yards there and a very quick first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Now here's a throw. It's complete.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. The Rams on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw here. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 27-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. A short one there, caught by Likely. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Now a throw here, hauled in. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Jair Brown who's got it. And the Niners are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get him next time out.
He was trying to turn the corner, but he will go nowhere. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And the Rams defense gets to him again behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. We need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
A 40-yard punt, no return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
When you're dead last in the NFL in 3rd down conversions, the odds are against you every time you face it. How about him picking up that one? That was big for them.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
On the counter, here's Williams. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here comes the Rams punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far, here in the 2nd quarter. Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Here's Purdy. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. A big 3rd down play there for the Niners. 45 yards. That last throw moves him past 27,989 yards for his career, so that means he moves ahead of the blonde bomber, Terry Bradshaw, on the all-time list.
And boy, he loved to throw it downfield, didn't he? That's why he was the blonde bomber. Remember, he'd throw it downfield to John Stallworth and Lynn Swann. It was gorgeous. Big throws, big plays. Terry Bradshaw.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. He's got his target. That's complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 21. 18 yards, a big pickup there on 3rd down. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They'll come up 2nd and 7. Throwing here, Purdy. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. What a career he continues to have. That catch is number 815. That ties him with Hall of Famer Shannon Sharp.
And just think about this. The only people ahead of him at the tight end position in catches, Antonio Gates, Jason Witten, and Tony Gonzalez. You catch 815 passes as a tight end in the NFL, call your tailor and get measured for the gold jacket.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. So no touchdown that time, but they do get 3 more, and now they have even more of a cushion.
It's been a terrific first half offensively, so it's hard to blame them for not getting into the end zone there. But the way they've been moving the ball in this one, I don't think these will be their final points of the game.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Trying to lay one up deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This will be fielded at the 17. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return.
Well, the Niners going back on offense now late in this first half. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
at the 29-yard line.
Purdy now to throw.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So we have reached.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
That one covers 29 yards, 1st down. They're going to look to throw.
Going to be taken in here by Nakua.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line.
2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now back to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown, Rams. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Point after, right down the middle. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Purdy now on second down. Throws the out route and completes it to Samuel. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for third down. Purdy looking to throw. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he is going to have a 49ers first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass. And sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that. That's why they were able to get to him on it.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his throw is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the Niners will go on offense 1st and 10. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think at any moment I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. Now they can't bring him down. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 81 yards rushing for him in this one, and he is drawing ever closer to a 2,000-yard season. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers are able to widen their advantage. Moody good with the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game.
Jake Moody to kick off for
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Looking to throw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. This is taken at about the 14. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Christian McCaffrey and his 49er teammates back onto the field. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see it back. Just got to have a grin on his face every time his number is called. Because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A handoff left, McCaffrey. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
You see Purdy, he's going to shift him around.
Delay of game, offense.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. Another run with McCaffrey on second down. And he'll get this to about the 34, a gain of just 3.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down. So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
And we'll see what he can do on the return. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he's going to have a Rams first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line. They run it again with Williams. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
The throw over the middle taken in. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. He'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Rams first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
That's good for a Rams first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So back now in Los Angeles. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter. Back to throw now on first down. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
At the Rams 49-yard line.
Purdy. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And 3rd and 8 now. Back to throw, Purdy. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that will extend their lead even further. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
As the Rams offense comes back out, here is the NFC playoff picture coming into the weekend. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 39-yard line.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. McCaffrey running up the middle. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The tackle made back at his own 49.
Purdy off the play fake. And that one too wide and incomplete.
Well, he left no doubt about that one because even though he hasn't left the pocket, he's got a receiver in the area, so it's not grounding, even though there's no way that ball was going to be caught.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And the 49er first down.
A give running left. It's McCaffrey to about the 26 here.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
152 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Brandon, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about to run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. McCaffrey is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one.
Touchdown! George Kittle from 3 yards out. And the 49ers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Moody good with the extra point, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. And the Rams getting set to go now. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. And the drive starts with a completion left side. So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. And he's going to drop this off to Williams. Complete. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
It's a gain of 2. That's good for a Rams first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throw out wide is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 45-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. His throw incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. And this one's incomplete. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
170 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's got it to about the 40. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. 2nd down and 6 now. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Here's Purdy. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, a 22. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Caught left side, Williams. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
8 yards on the pickup.
So the victory here for San Francisco.